And let me tell you something about women that I have found out in my short time of getting married. I've been married to. One woman complicated, sir. Hello. You see, one of the... Brother, you see, Sister June, a whole heap of work. She's a whole heap of work. Just the hairstyle alone in Mario. Imagine having 2 or 3 Sister June. You. You know how much money that? You know how much gray hair that? You know how much lies? Because men taught the truth. You have to tell lies to be with this woman. And you say, baby, you're my one and only over here. And by the time you finish, you say, baby, you're my one and only. You lie. And you can't manage. And you have to see them in seasons. You can't see them out of season 2. Because you have to see them in season. Because when this one finished with you, you have to recoup that the other one don't find out that you have a. Because if you don't recoup properly, when you get to this one, your energy level is. And she said, honey, what happened to you? You're tired. And you say, oh, baby, it's work. It's really work. This is Sunday Morning Raw. Welcome to this service. We need a better definition of masculinity. And who better to define what masculinity is than the Creator himself? When God created life, he reached down to touch and mold man from the earth with care and intimacy. God was not careless when he was making man. He created man in a distinctive way. So anybody that says man come from monkey is a liar. And these are the things that we do. And that's why we have this animalistic behavior. And then we say, oh, we are the higher form of animal. I'm being very intellectual today. Higher form of animals. And so when we greet each other, I don't know if it is here. We come and we say, come here, brother. Walk up to me. And we see you coming out and say, wagwan dog. And when we greet each other, hey, the last time a man did that to me, I said, who you calling dog? He said, you. I said, all right, woof, woof. Because you're calling me a dog. It is that kind of a behavior, and we accept it in our psyche, and it subconsciously is affecting us. And that is why even we call our women the female version of it. Not going to say it, I don't want God to strike me. We know that it is God who calls people into his church. But why is he not calling more men? And if he's calling men, why are they not more interested? Why do so many Christian men seem so emasculated? I'm going to touch some stuff today. Can I tell you something about church? And we have to be deliberate. Pastor, we have to be very deliberate. The church subconsciously has become female oriented. Even the worship. Oh God, Pastor, help me not to. Anytime I say things, just run, come shield me. Even when men are worshiping, they can't worship like you. Men don't, hallelujah. Any man that does that, Brother Peter, you need to walk over to him and lay your hands on him and say, man, come out. Show yourself. Because if you don't go there, he's going to turn a girl overnight. And then you see him start say, Brother Peter. And we don't want that around here. If you're man, you're a man. Man voice must growl. Man must walk like man. Man mostly a bow leg. Man must walk like man. Mostly. Some of us have knock knee, but mostly bow leg. Man must walk like man and behave like man and talk like, walk on you, all right? Yes, brother. Brother, walk. Yeah, you know. You don't know. Girl say, hi, girl. That's how they behave. Any man behave like that, something is wrong. And can I tell you something? That is one of the reasons why the church is the way it is. Because indirectly, subconsciously, we are injecting too much feminism estrogen in our worship. I'm going to tell you something that I found out in my short time. Women are emotional. Men are emotional too. But our emotion comes through us. Hello, if a man is worshiping, he wants to know when the worship is put up your hand. He wants to know why to put up his hand. You just say, lift your hand. Women just lift their hand. Lift your hand if you don't like him. Yes, let us worship. We say, lift your hand if you don't like him. Why must I? We think about it. Women think with emotion. Men think with logic. We are emotional, but our thinking comes through our emotion operates through our thinking. Women, you feel. So even not right. Something you're talking, Pastor. Thank God my wife's not here. Thank you. Nobody send the video. Don't send it to her. But sometimes you're talking to your wife, my brother, and now she says she don't feel. I want she don't make sense. I don't feel like this is right, even when she knows you're wrong. And sometimes you just have to just submit and say, all right, it's right, baby, for the peace in Zion. Yeah, you're going to learn this little more very soon. She's not making sense. And all she's saying, I feel. It's more, her thoughts come through her emotions. Our emotions come after we think. We have to know why we must cry. When you see a man really crying, trust me, my ball. Man that just waste eye water, say no much. Now, I do not agree with everything what this woman said. I was reading something up with a lady, and she was saying, her name is Kristen Campbell and Adele Banks. She said, men do not need to be pirates in the pews. Then again, the presence of such swashbucklers might not be the worst thing to happen to a Sunday morning service. So go the thinking of David Morrow when he said, we do not have to have hand-to-hand combat during the worship service to get more men. We just have to start speaking their language. Use the metaphor they understand and create an environment that feels masculine to them. When you attack a man's masculinity, you are messing. Hello, ladies, you know this. If you want to get to a man, God, you see the mouth that women have. Any man you know that can argue, you need to check him. Men are supposed to argue. Men don't have the power. They don't have the power of words. Women will say, you call your wife, Brother Eric, and you will say you will be back and forth, and you think that she win, and you say, go ahead, you drive out, and by the time you reach work, you say, Mr. Reed, you have a phone call, you don't know is who, and by the time you answer, dog, and she just hang up quick, because she wants to have the last word. I'm just learning these stuff as I go along. But we're going to get into David. David sat Solomon down and he said, hello, I'm about to die. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. We need more fathers like that. I don't want you to have these gal in a bungle. Because you see what the gal in a bungle caused. You're not the firstborn, you're not the first baby your mother had. The first baby, God, because of my disorder, I took away. Your mother was belonging to a different man, but I killed him. So listen, I want you to be a better man than I am. Prove yourself a man. Hear what? What does it mean to be a man? In this short couple verses, I go the way of the earth. Be strong and show yourself a man. He said, prove yourself a man. He said, and he talking about the word and all kind of thing. But what does it mean? And I have some things to say. Being a man means being a man of destiny.